They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Temple Owls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's McCoy. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4. Temple lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's caught. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Got enough for the first. Gets away from one. He's got space. Turns on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Under fire. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. They find finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wide open spaces. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's caught. It's Pride. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. The quick out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On the move, it's Jackson. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Right on the money. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just lead my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
Got the first down, looking for more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Backed up now, here's second and long. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the play. Second down. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Green 25.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Lots of running room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Dropping back, it's McCoy. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dukes. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Temple lining up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's past the 30. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field.
Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Takes the easy one to the back. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Temple lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Simmons. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And the Owls trying to cash it in on first and goal. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. To the air, it's McCoy. Pressure coming. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Get set.
Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Into the secondary on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Dukes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll toss it. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's working. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on him, but they'll give up the deuce. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pulls it in. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Dukes in the hurry up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man,
lots of room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
This running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
44-7.
He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Simmons. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throwing on the run. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Bryant. Fakes to grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.